Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Novi Andriani with NIM 18F1500039. Today I will fulfill the final test about intermediate grammar with lecture Mr. Franscy M.Pd. And this time I will discuss two materials. The first is reported speech and the second is question tag. And this slide about reported speech. Reported speech definition. Reported speech is often also called indirect speech in English. Learn useful grammar rules in relation to reported speech with example sentence NESL printable worksheet. When we use reported speech, we are usually talking about the past because obviously the person who spoke originally spoken in the past. So, sentence change from direct speech to indirect speech. Reported speech is a description of what someone has said in different words or in the other words. This reported speech tells someone what the other person said. Next slide. There are kind of reported speech. The first is statement, second comment and request, and third question. We can explain one by one. We start from statement. Statement. The meaning of statement is a statement, report, and announcement are often interpreted as giving a personal statement in expressing opinion to someone. For sentence, in the form of statements, they are usually marked with the verb tell or told, or say or said. In addition, other verbs can also be used such as admit, suggest, advise, etc. As for changing into reported speech, that is usually used as liaison. It is used to change direct statement into indirect statement. There are some changes conducted in the indirect speech such as tense, pronoun, adverb of time, and adverb of place. So, reported speech statement, it is used to change direct statement into direct statement. It uses that as a connection between introductory clause to the main clause. There are some changes conduct in the indirect speech such as tense, pronoun, adverb of time, and adverb of place. And next, for pattern in reported speech statement, introductory clause or indirect speech plus that plus main clause or direct speech. Examples: for one, direct speech, I like ice cream. To indirect speech, she said that she liked ice cream. Okay, I want to explain. The first word, because it is in simple tense, it changes to past tense. The verb like becomes liked. And don't forget to add that to connect the introductory clause and the main clause. The second, I'm living in London. To indirect speech, she said that she was living in London. The second, because it is present continuous, it changes to past continuous. Who used to be am became was. Was is to be in past continuous. Okay, the next slide. The next slide is not. Not. A little note in reported speech statement. Don't change the tense if the introductory clause is in simple present, say or says. But if the introductory clause is in the past tense, said or told, the we change the tense in the reported speech, like that. And next, second kind is comment and request. Reported speech, comment and request are for not using to clause in positive sentence and not to clause in negative sentence. Commonly uses the reporting verb use talked. Request usually uses the reporting verb use asked. Pattern for positive introductory clause plus to clause. Negative introductory clause plus not to clause. Example for direct speech into indirect speech in comment and request. For the first, he said, please turn off the light when you leave. In direct speech, he told me to turn off the light when I left. And the next example is this. The sign said, do not enter. In direct speech, the sign told us not to enter. Do not reprise no to. The next example, could you please be quiet, she said. In direct speech, she asked me to be quiet. Okay, the next slide. The third kind is question, reported speech question. We usually introduce reported question with the verb ask. He asked me if or whether, yes or no question. He asked me why, when, where, what, how, question word. As with reported statement, we may need to change pronouns and tense, backship as well as time and place in the reported question, but we also need to change the word order after we report a question. It is no longer a question, and in writing, there is no question mark. The word order is like that of a normal statement, subject, verb, object. And then, next slide is kind of reported question. There are two kinds. The first, yes or no, and the second, informative. Okay, I want explain yes or no. Yes or no pattern for reported speech yes or no question. We use reporting asked. For reported speech yes or no question, we use conjunction if or whether. As the conjunction for reported speech yes or no question must be in the form of affirmative sentence. Some changes are also conducted in reported question, such as tense, adverb, and pronoun. And the next, there is pattern for reported speech question yes or no. Introductory clause plus if or whether for conjunction plus main clause. Example, direct. She said, do you want coffee? Refers to indirect. She asked me if I wanted coffee. Reported speech question raises more question. The next slide, there is reported speech question for informative. For reported speech informative question, we use reporting verb asked. For reported speech informative question, we use the question itself as the conjunction. For reported speech informative question must be in the form of affirmative sentence. Some changes are also conducted in reported questions, such as tense, adverb, and pronoun. And the pattern, introductory clause plus question word, why, who, what, why, and then etc. Question and main clause. Example direct. She said, "Where are you going?" Indirect. She asked me where I was going. Okay. Okay, next slide. The next slide, there is tenses of reported speech. To direct speech refers to indirect speech. Okay, to simple present refers to simple past, and present continuous refers to past continuous. Okay, the next, present perfect, simple past, and past perfect refers to past perfect. And next, simple feature refers to past feature. Okay, that's all about reported speech. Star statement, command and request, and then finally question. Okay, we go next material is question tag. Question tag. A question tag is a short at the end of a statement. Question tags are used when asking for agreement or confirmation. So, short question added to the end of a statement, or it turns a student into a question. Question tag formula. Linking verb be or auxiliary verb plus not plus pronoun. Question tags are adapted to the statement that precedes them. When a statement sentence use the linking verb be, is, am, are, was, were, then the question tag uses be. If the statement sentence uses the primary auxiliary verb be, do, have, or modal auxiliary verb will, would, may, might, can, could, shall, should, then the question tag uses the first auxiliary verb if there is more than one. Meanwhile, when a statement sentence uses a main verb other than the linking verb be and without being accompanied by an auxiliary verb, the dummy auxiliary verb do, does, did is used in the question tag. Next, there are kind question tag. There are two. For the first, positive question tag. A negative statement is always followed by positive question tag. And then negative question tag. A positive statement is always followed by negative question tag. Example for positive question tag. You will never regret it. Will you? Never. Not ever. So the sentence becomes negative. Therefore, the question tag is positive. The next, nobody came late, did they? Nobody, nobody. So that the sentence becomes negative. Then the question tag is positive. Use them as a pronoun neither gender. The next, nothing is impossible, is it? Nothing, no thing. So the sentence becomes negative. Then the question tag is positive. Okay, the next example for negative question tag. You don't love math, do you? Reprise to you love math, don't you? Next, Ahmad didn't come late, did he? Rephrase. Ahmad came late, didn't he? Okay, next. The man isn't lazy, is he? Rephrase. The man is lazy, isn't he? Okay, that's all about question tag. Question tag must there are in the finally sentence. Okay, that's all from me. If I much correction for this typical word, I am so sorry. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.